Imagine waking up one day and your mail just stops coming to your door. No warning knock, no letters in the mailbox. That's now the reality of over 136,000 Canadians because Canada Post has just announced a major shift that could affect millions more. This isn't just a small change. It's the beginning of the end for door-to-door mail delivery in Canada. In a move aimed at cutting costs and tackling massive debt, Canada Post is rolling out a plan that will completely transform how millions of Canadians receive their mail. Here's what we know so far. As we say, this is a status check. Continue coming to us for more updates because as we get it, that's how we're going to bring it to you. 136,000 addresses across 13 communities will lose door-to-door delivery starting later this year. Instead, residents will have to pick up their mail from community mailboxes, shared units placed in neighborhoods. So we know what mailboxes are. We know you have to go to the Canada Post location. You get a mailbox. That's how you have to now pick up your mails. And this is just the beginning. Canada Post plans to convert 4 million homes over the next 5 years. That means if you still get mail at your door, your time might be limited. Your time might be up. So guys, we know there have been going on a lot of strikes and we know a lot of things. So maybe that's what's affecting this. They're not able to pay them and now they're saying instead of paying each delivery to go door to door, they're just going to say, get a mailbox, come and pick up your mail at the mailbox. No longer are we going to be coming door to door. The first wave is hitting areas in Ontario, including Ottawa and Etobicoke. Then British Columbia, especially around the Vancouver area. But it doesn't stop there. Parts of Fraser Valley, Winnipeg, Montreal, South Shore, and regions in New Brunswick are also on the list. The rollout is expected to continue into early 2027. So why make this move? It comes down to money, as I was saying to you before. Canada Post says it costs twice as much to deliver mail door to door compared to community mailboxes. By switching millions of homes, the corporation expects to save about $400 million every year. Wow. And they need it because since 2018, Canada Post has lost over $3.8 billion and relied on billions in federal loans just to stay afloat. But not everyone is on board. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers is strongly opposing the move, calling it drastic. Critics argue this will make life harder for seniors and people with mobility issues, increase risk of theft and vandalism, force people to walk further just to get their mail. And there's another concern, jobs. Canada Post expects about a 30% reduction in delivery depot positions. Yes, that's what I was saying to you, right? Canada Post says there will be accommodations for those who can't access community mailboxes, including limited home delivery options. But for most Canadians, this signals a major shift in everyday life. So the question is this a necessary modernization or a service cut that goes way too far? Door-to-door delivery has been a part of Canadian life for generations. Now it's slowly disappearing. And whether you agree with it or not, this change is already on the way. Yeah, and they're right, because there are some communities right now that have to go to their mailboxes to get their mail. So it's not new to Canada, but it seemed to be something that's going to be more prevalent in our everyday life. Is going to be more and more and more communities being affected or being pushed in that direction, because as I say, things are evolving, changes are happening, so that's what's gonna happen. So guys, continue to follow Status Check for this news as we update you. If any changes happen, if there's any new communities coming, we can update you on that. But yes, this is happening in Canada as we speak.